So in this video, we're going to talk about your capacity for insight, your capacity for realization. And an insight is just a fresh new thought that brings you closer to the truth of a matter, that brings you closer to reality, closer to another person, closer to a good idea about what to do moving forward. Now, we've all got examples of insights, and they can be as simple as commonplace of not knowing the example of not knowing where you left your keys and then suddenly you remember it, to not knowing what to do about a situation, then you sleep on it and suddenly the answer comes to you. Well, if you think about it, many of the greatest discoveries through history have come from insights. The discovery, great scientific discoveries, they've come from insights, realizations into the facts of how the world already works. Well, what I want you to know is that each one of us has an innate capacity for insight and realization. And the fact is, if you didn't have that capacity, you wouldn't be able to walk or talk, because it's that capacity for insight and realization that allows you to get the ideas, the fresh new thinking that aligns you to reality and allows you to move through the world. And so just realizing that you have that capacity for insight, that it's been with you every step of the way through life, but not only that, it's going to be with you every step of the way for the rest of your life. Just realizing that is incredibly powerful, because all too often when people get uncertain about the future, when they worry about future events, how am I going to cope, how am I going to deal with it, what they're not taking into account is the fact that in every future event, you're going to be carrying your capacity for insight and realization with you, just like you have every step of the way through your life so far.